I stand here today with many mixed emotions. For it was 5 years ago that my late husband, Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr., stood in this very spot and told the nation about his dream. Yesterday marked the 15th wedding anniversary for me and my late husband. Your presence here today indicates to me your great love, devotion, and dedication to those ideals which my husband set forth in his dream and which you will continue to follow through until they are fulfilled.
Well, as we were making plans for the Poor People's Campaign, they shot down and killed Martin Luther King in the process. But those of us who remain intend to fulfill his prophecy of a united and decent America, dedicated anew to the concept of justice for all, at home as well as abroad. So now we come to Washington once again to petition our government for redress of grievances. We come with an appeal to open the doors of America to the almost 50 million Americans who have not been given a fair share of America's wealth and opportunity, and we will stay until we get it. In the last 6 short weeks, to make the nation begin to listen and to respond. First, we have brought to the attention of the country more vividly and more effectively than ever before the plight of the poor in America. We have made America see the hunger and the deprivation, the terrible and shameful spectacle of children starving. We demand that no more our people be murdered by the violence which torments America. Medgar Evers was murdered. Yeah. Malcolm X was murdered. Yeah. And hundreds of black unknown men sleep in the bloody soil and waters of the Southland. Yeah. John Fitzgerald Kennedy was cut out. Yeah. And sick men everywhere still buy guns through the mail. Yeah. Robert Francis Kennedy was assassinated. And the poor men and women who loved and are dying everywhere from neglect and oppression. And just as surely as the bullet took Martin Luther King Jr. from among us, America at this minute is burning babies in Vietnam and murdering the hearts and minds and bodies of poor babies right here in this land of ours. This is not asking. This is not asking too much when I say America, let this murdering of people in America and all around the world. These are our demands, and these demands are just. They give some because we do not intend to commit today any civil acts of disobedience, and we do not intend to have any violence because we know that violence is not the way. There have been many times in the I see nothing in my Bible about the riches of the world of this nation belonging to Wilbur Mills or to Russell or to Long, nor do they belong to General Motors or the great growers in California or the cotton kings in Mississippi and the oil barons in Texas. I read in my Bible. I said, I read in my Bible. I read in my Bible that the earth is the Lord, the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein. I have heard it said of old, and I hear it saying now, that the cattle on 1,000 hills belongs to God. And if it all belongs to God, then it is not right for some of God's children to have to go hungry and die of starvation. So I don't care. I said, I don't care whether the Department of Interior gives us a permit to stay in Resurrection City or not. I received my permit a long time ago. I said, I received my permit a long time ago, and I received it in the form of no government. I received it from no constitution, but from God Almighty. And I intend to stay here until justice rolls out of the halls of Congress and righteousness falls from the administration and the rough places of the agencies of government are made plain, and the crooked deals with the military-industrial complex become straightened, and the glory and abundance of God's nation be revealed to the poor, and all races shall see it together. I don't care what they do to me. If I must join Robert Francis Kennedy and Martin Luther King, I still will not bow down. I don't know about you, but I have made my vow to be free. And I will never turn back. I will go, and I shall go to see what the end will be. I don't know what's waiting for me out there. I don't know whether the 100 of thousands of persons who came here today will stand with us throughout this crusade or not. But if I must stand by myself, I'm going to stand. I'm going to stand before Lyndon Baines Johnson and tell him to let my people go. I'm going to stand before Wilbur Mills and tell him to change the vicious welfare system and let my people go. I'm going to stand in the halls of the Congress of the United States of America and say, let my people go. And even though they may jail me, but I'm going to stand up in the jail houses of Washington, D.C. and say, let my people go. I know if Jesus leads the way, I shall be free someday. God is on our